Appropriately, right before lunch, we have Masterchef Suzy Singh. Chef Suzy Singh is a Chicago native that participated in an internationally broadcast reality show, Masterchef on Fox, and wowed the judges with her spicy, delicious, and smart dishes. Singh has done an amazing job fusing different styles of cuisine, where East meets West. In addition to conceptualizing and creating some amazing spicy recipes, her personality is equally as spicy. With her outgoing personality, unique flavors used in cooking, and amazing drive, the spicy chef made it to the top 4 in the competition, beating out thousands. Please welcome Suzy Singh.
All right, so I'm gonna do something really unconventional, and I know the staff's not gonna like this because they told me I couldn't, and I'm gonna ask you guys to be completely unreasonable with me and do this. So I'm gonna basically do like a forum with you guys in the next 15 minutes, and I'm gonna hope to energize you, find clarity and enthusiasm in the next 15 minutes. So I'm gonna ask everyone to come forward. I need you guys to bring your chairs forward. Don't bring any notebooks, cell phones, iPads, nothing. I just want you guys to come here. Feel free to bring the tables back and just your chairs, yeah. Just your chairs here, yeah. Cool. Sorry, staff. Awesome. Yeah, just sit. I'm actually going to take my microphone off because I want this to be a conversation. And I want you guys to also come down as well. I want you guys to be part of this, yeah. Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to give you a little bit about my background. So I did Masterchef on Fox, which is pretty awesome. Before that, I actually worked in neurosurgery. So I worked as a neural engineer for 7 years before I became a chef. And let me just give you my full background. So my parents came from India the year before I was born. My dad's an engineer, my mom's a computer analyst. My dad would work days, my mom would work nights, and it was so that they could support us so we could follow our dream. And I always thought my dream was to work in neurosurgery, have a stable lifestyle, do something where like I can succeed and my parents would be proud of me. But when I was working in neurosurgery, like I liked it, but I didn't love it. And so like I struggled with it for 7 years. I would actually switch jobs every 2 years. I would switch to like a different position, different company, because I thought maybe I wanted something bigger and better. And I remember I was 26 at the time, and I always wanted a guy to like take me to like a cooking class. That's all I wanted, right? And it never happened. So I ended up going to an open house at Le Cordon Bleu. And the first day that I was there and I saw the chef cook, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Maybe I could just treat myself and just learn how to cook at night. So during the days, I would work in the OR from 6 a.m. to about 6:30 p.m. And then at night, I would go to culinary school from 6:30 to about 11. And the first day that I was there, I was so energized by being in the kitchen that I ended up running at midnight. And I kept doing that. I ended up doing marathons afterwards. And this just happened, guys. This was 2010. And so I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to do culinary school and I know that I'm going to love it, I want to do something with this. So I remember it was probably our first week of class, our chef asked us, like, what do you want to do with this? And I said I wanted to be on TV. That's it. Like, I want to be on TV. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's what I want to do. And what I want you guys to get out of this is that when I say chair, chair will come out of my mouth. And I want that to happen to you guys today. So when I thought to myself, like, I'm going to be on TV, this is what I'm going to do, I did everything in my power to do that. And everything, it's like the world comes together for you. You know, like when you say it to yourself and you actually believe it, and you have integrity in your word, it'll happen. And the biggest thing that'll stop you from actually doing this is fear. And that fear is yourself. You're so scared that you're so bright, you won't let yourself shine. And that's that's the worst thing in the world for yourself, right? Because, I mean, you're extraordinary, you're brilliant, you're the sun, you're amazing. Why won't you let yourself shine? And so even during culinary school, I struggled a little bit with really going out there and doing it all out. And December of 2010, I ended up running into the executive producers of Masterchef. And they're like, Suzy, like you've got a very interesting personality, you're really quirky, you're confident, but like in a weird way. So why don't you just audition, see what happens? I ended up doing a butter chicken ravioli with lassi foam and pomegranate and mango caviar balls. And Graham Elliott, who's one of the judges on the show, was actually there in the second round. We had about 50,000 people audition. And we had 8 rounds of auditions. And at the very end, they asked me to go to LA. I thought I wasn't even going to make it when I was in LA. Ended up making it to the top 4. And I remember saying to the judges, I wanted to start the first Indian food truck in Chicago. And I ended up doing that. Ended up like going into movies. I'm working now with WGN. I'm going to be in Sundance. Good Day America next month. My life has changed in the last year and a half because I said chair, and chair came out of my mouth. And what I realized was that I actually find inspiration from the people around me. So I really want to do something interesting with you guys today. I want you to look to your person to the right. And this is going to be really uncomfortable, guys. I want you guys to face each other. Very uncomfortable, but I hope you just trust me on this, right? So face each other, face to face. Yeah. Does everyone have a partner? Yeah, to your right. All right. You got it? All right. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, and this is only going to take a minute, I want you guys just to look at each other in the eyes, just for 1 minute. Don't say anything. Try not to laugh. I just want you guys to look at each other, and I hope that you find yourselves in each other. So just 1 minute. You guys ready? All right, we can't talk, guys. We can't talk while we're doing this. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Pass this mic around, and I want you guys to tell me what you guys experienced while you guys were looking at each other.
Well, as women, it's hard not to talk when we're all together. So that was the hardest thing, not to like make a joke or say something. But we did good. We didn't say one word. When you said 1 minute, we just did it, and it was pretty cool, I thought.
I have never done that before, so it was a very interesting experience. Thank you.
I don't think we did very well with that because we're friends. I think it may have actually been easier with somebody that I don't know.
That was very interesting, and I've gotten to know Nazia over the years, and I know her strong qualities, and I think looking into her eyes, I could really kind of relate and be really proud of all her achievements.
Well, I just want to say ditto to that. And I was telling Anisha as we were doing that activity, we talked a little bit that I felt a little bit closer to her in a way that I haven't felt before. So thank you.
We definitely did not do that right. We were like, at first, our eyes were like darting around, and then we just started to whisper, and we got to know each other, which I have a theory that that's what you wanted us to do. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it.
I had heard of him, and I think part of the exercise was also where you happen to sit and who you happen to be next to, and that's just kind of fate to see, who you happen to, get to know or choose what you do. So then it was nice. I got to find out a little bit about her.
Total stranger, and it was odd because both of our eyes began to tear up. So I'm not sure what that really was, but it's pretty neat.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think once I stopped smiling and really looking into her eyes, I felt a connection. I don't know if you did or not, but yeah, just the depth of the other person somehow just appeared.
Well, again, we just met, and I think initially you were darting around a lot. So I had to kind of say, focus on me through eye language. And then initially, even though it was a little rocky, but towards the end we were fine. We were really locked into the eyes.
I want to say something really quickly about this. Everyone's had like a very different experience, while you were doing this. What I want you to do tonight is to do this to yourselves. So look at yourself just for 1 minute in the mirror without looking away, without seeing your flaws, without judging yourself. Just look at yourself in the eyes and realize that that's what's stopping you from doing what you love, from doing what you're passionate about. And I actually did this to myself this morning, and I actually started crying as well because it's a journey. Like once you realize what you're passionate about, it's going to happen for the rest of your life. You're always going to struggle with yourself. It's just a matter of overcoming yourself to realize that you're amazing. Thanks, guys.